13 stocks on the watch list and only 2 scored green in an uptrend. That's the kind of selective market Gainster was built for, and today's drive scores reveal exactly where the real setups are hiding in the stock market today.
This is your drive score update for August 17th, 2026, US Eastern Time. Market overview.
The regime reads uptrend defensive, meaning the broader trend is still up, but we're walking on eggshells. We've racked up 6 distribution days with no follow-through day in sight. Out of 13 stocks on today's watch list, only 2 earned a green drive score above 80. The other 11 sit in yellow territory. Translation: be a sniper, not a machine gunner. This market rewards precision entries, not shotgun approaches to best stocks to buy now in August 2026.
If these daily drive score breakdowns help you spot setups before they trigger, hit subscribe so you never miss an update. Today's market news.
First up, Conswick and Fotis investigating the proposed sale of ATAI, ticker ATAI. When law firms start circling an acquisition, it usually means shareholders think the buyout price is too low. This could spill over to Eli Lilly, ticker LLY, given their exposure in the specialty pharma space, worth monitoring if you hold anything in drug manufacturers.
Same law firm, different target. Conswick is also investigating Arcosa's proposed sale. Ticker ACA. This is directly relevant because Arcosa sits on our spotlight list today with a drive score of 70. If this deal falls apart or gets repriced, it could inject volatility into a stock that's already carving a cup with handle pattern. Keep your eyes open. Now here's a juicy one. Wells Fargo says OKTA AI upside will be obvious. Quote, too late. In other words, by the time the crowd sees it, the move is already done. OKTA, ticker OKTA AI, is also on our spotlight list today. The analyst is essentially saying the market is underpricing OKTA's artificial intelligence potential, a theme we'll dig into shortly.
Stock spotlights. Leading the pack is Avnet, ticker AVT, a technology distributor with a drive score of 90 and relative strength of 87. This stock carved a textbook cup pattern, dipping from $95.26 down to $80.13 before climbing back to the $100 level. The handle pulled back to $93.41. The breakout trigger sits right at $100 even. AVT is one of only 2 green-rated stocks today. It earned that badge. Nucor Corporation, ticker NUE. The steel giant posts a drive score of 70 with relative strength at 88. It's building a wide cup from 270.90 all the way down to 214.61 and back up to 280.11. The handle formed at 263.11. Breakout level is 280.11. Steel has been quietly strengthening, and Nucor is the name to watch if the sector catches a bid.
OKTA, ticker OKTA. The identity security platform carries a drive score of 70 and relative strength at 78. Remember that Wells Fargo call about AI upside being priced in too late? Well, OKTA's chart agrees. It carved a cup from 142.35 down to 107 and rallied back to 156.39. Handle sits at 142.60. Today, it pulled back 3.7%, but the breakout trigger at 156.39 remains intact. Patience here.
Arcosa, ticker ACA, in industrial infrastructure, has a drive score of 70 and relative strength 76 despite that acquisition investigation headline. The chart is clean cup formed from 135.58 down to 115.58 and back to 146.92. Handle at 144.21, breakout above 146.92. Just be aware the legal noise around the proposed sale could create unpredictable price action. Manage risk accordingly.
Johnson & Johnson, ticker JNJ, the pharma heavyweight, rounds out our spotlights with a drive score of 70 and relative strength 76. It built a cup from 251.71 down to 220.37 and climbed back to 269.43. Handle pulled in at 245.49. The breakout trigger is 269.43 in a defensive uptrend. Big pharma names like J&J tend to attract institutional capital. Today's 1.4% gain keeps the pattern alive.
If you're finding value in these pattern breakdowns, smash that like button. It tells the algorithm to share this with more traders who need it.
Today's top pick. Today's number one pick is Amneal Pharmaceuticals, ticker AMRX, with a drive score of 90 out of 100. This is one of only 2 green-rated names in our entire watch list, and it's setting up like a coiled spring about to release. Amneal carved a double bottom with lows at 1645 and 1677 after an initial high at 1786. The neckline trigger sits at 1926 at 1842. Today, it's inching toward that breakout with a 2.3% gain in the specialty and generic drug manufacturers group. Amneal's relative strength of 89 puts it near the top of its class. The double bottom is a powerful reversal pattern and combined with that elite drive score. This is the setup I'm watching most closely right now. Here's my question for you. In a defensive uptrend with only 2 green drive scores, are you staying aggressive or pulling back to wait? Drop your strategy in the comments.
Honorable mentions. Rounding out today's watch list, we've got 8 more names scrolling through. Most are sitting in yellow drive territory, which means the setups are forming but haven't fully matured. Keep an eye on any that start tightening up near their breakout levels. In a market this selective, the stocks that consolidate quietly are often the ones that explode first when the regime shifts back to a confirmed uptrend.
Here's the bigger picture. Thought 6 distribution days and only 2 green drive scores, yet the uptrend holds. Markets don't die from a single blow. They erode gradually while everyone argues about whether the top is in. The names that hold their patterns through this noise are the ones that lead the next leg up. Tomorrow, watch whether Amneal can push closer to that 1926 neckline and whether steel keeps quietly building momentum. Until then, this is Gainster. Trade the setup, not the story.